Good morning, everyone. Welcome to CWM. Today is Wednesday, November 9th. Okay, today's topic would be one of the market trends. I just titled it as Some Buyers Will Be Back to Try Again. This article written by Lawrence Yan from the Realtor magazine fall issue 2022. Okay, let's dive into the topic. Well, Lawrence Yan's title, as his title was Second Chances, okay, about the real estate market situation right now. And well, housing is here, housing recession is here, but it is not what you might think. And that's subtitle. First, little distress in the market with less than 1% home sales in foreclosure or short sale. Meaning, actually not much distressed properties, meaning not much for sale or I'm sorry, I didn't have a coffee this morning. 1% home sales in foreclosure or short sale, which means there is not much. There is not many properties for foreclosure or short sale. That's what it says. And secondly, owners aggregate housing wealth. Housing wealth means the asset value minus outstanding mortgage, or basically we can say it's equity, is all-time high of 32.1 trillion. Okay. So that is a lot. That is what we gained in terms of owners aggregate housing wealth, okay, so far. And that is a gain of $8.5 trillion since the pandemic began. Okay, again, as the title says, housing recession is here, but it's not what you might think. That means, number one, there is very little foreclosure or short sale. Okay, and secondly, the homeowners made a lot of fortune. Meaning homeowners aggregate housing wealth, which means asset value minus mortgage, is still all-time high at all-time high of 32 trillion. In other words, homeowners gained $32 trillion after a pandemic. And third, the typical homeowner's wealth jumped to $320,000 versus renter's wealth is $8,000. So you can see the difference. Somebody who has a home and somebody who doesn't. Okay, this is a wealth difference. Through the pandemic, the typical homeowner's wealth becomes $320,000 asset versus renter's wealth is only $8,000. So that is why he's saying housing recession is here, but that's not what you think. Now we'll see a little bit more. Recession in some areas. So then who is saying, who feels recession? This is an interesting observation. There's still a residential housing shortage, meaning still inventory is not improving a lot. The inventory conditions are modestly higher than the super tight conditions of a year ago. So it's a little bit better, but still very tight. Therefore, home prices are up from a year ago, nearly every market across the country. So home prices are still up there. Now, who feels recession? This is a very interesting point. Housing recession is here because of reduced income for brokerage services and mortgage lending and fall in home construction. So that means homeowners probably mostly they are happy. Okay, so they don't feel recession. Of course, you live in or you invest, so they don't feel recession. But who feel recession? Brokerage companies, okay, real estate companies, and mortgage lenders, and home construction sectors. So yeah, I think he's pretty sharp. And he pointed out this. And so buyers are coming back. That's his the subtitle. With the gasoline prices steadily falling and US dollar strengthening against other currency, the inflation rate may already have peaked. Recent inflation is now high 7% range, and it was over 8%. So what he think is the inflation is already peaked. That means from now on, basically it's going down. Well, how persistently it will stay high, we don't know. But his opinion is inflation is already has peaked. And for the home sales and construction declines could be over very soon. That's Lawrence Young saying. Okay. And number 3, it will not sell like a gangbusters. I mean, the market is going to be active again, but it will not be like a gangbusters like a year ago. Like we have many bidding wars, and the poor first home buyers, they couldn't get the house. No matter what they want to pay, okay, high home price, still they cannot get it. But now is different. And but sales will stabilize the first and then resume modest growth as a job creation in the broader economy brings about new potential set of buyers. What he's saying is, well, market will be stabilized. The plus, right now, job market is doing super. So we're gonna see the news, but we added a lot of jobs recent month. So job market is great, and job creation is good. So that means they will bring this broader economy will produce new set of potential buyers. That's what he sees. And number 4, some buyers who were priced out in early June may be ready to jump back into the market. It's called a second chance. So what Lawrence is saying is, of course, I think pretty much everybody is saying this point, right? Buyers are coming back. So there is a good chance to make the market as a buyer's market. Okay. I mean, everybody knows the sellers become very soft these days. No bidding wars, okay? And also DOM gets longer than before. Okay. DOM gets longer means the date on the market gets longer means the seller is not going to be keep the high nose, of course, right? So a buyer now can buy with the full protection, means they don't have to waive inspection contingency, they don't have to waive any contingency, mortgage contingency or appraisal contingency, etc. They don't have to. But only this year or last year, they had to give up their protection or the contingency. Still, they could not buy the house. But now that's why for some buyers, is a good market to buy. That's why I think all the real estate professionals, either mortgage people or real estate agent, they should reach out to the youngsters, M generation, millennial generations, to say that this is the time to buy. Okay, because the seller becomes softer. Lawrence Young says it's a second chance. Last year, a lot of buyers priced out. They could not buy the house. They're willing to pay a high price, but still they couldn't get the house. So this year is much better. It's a second chance. Even more, probably all C lenders are very familiar with 2-1 down program, 3-2-1 buy down program by this time. It's a great program. Fannie Mae actually announced, but it was this buy down program was there, but they don't have to do that because interest rate so low. But now interest rate is high, so they sort of activated that program. It's an official program. It's a very safe program, and recently 미주경제, they wrote the article, but it was very wrong. The title was wrong about the buy down program, and I will get into that if we have some time. But anyway, so the Lawrence point of view, yes, it can be second chances for the home buyers. And personally, my opinion is maybe from this moment on, probably it will be a buyer's market. Okay. And especially this buy down loan program. By the way, if you don't know what a buy down loan program means, you can contact us, our admin or our agent. We will explain it. It's a great opportunity for the, especially first-home buyers, especially young buyers, M generation, those buyers who priced out last year. They could not buy the home last year. Okay, let's look at some chart. So this line, the yellowish line, is existing home sales. Okay, this is through July 2021 to July 2022. Okay, through 1 year span. So this was home sales. That means a number of transactions. Okay. So this was a peak. So about what it says. This is the winter of 2022. So right before. So last part of sort of last quarter. Okay. There was a peak, and then is slowing down, reduce, decline. But right now, but at the time is over 6 million houses, 6 million sales. But now is a 4.18 million sales, number of transactions, existing home sales. Okay. Now the second line is inventory. So look at this, inventory is increasing. Now, as of July 2022, it's a 1.31 million. Look at this time. See, of course, you can see correlation between the number of transactions and the inventory. So inventory was low at the time because there's so many transactions, sales. What this means? This means price going up. Okay. And see, this is the sales price. It's a national median. Okay, national median is continually growing up, and it hit here. So this is kind of probably only this year, only 2022, and then coming down. So probably we have news around here, interest rate picking up. So it's slowly, very slowly going down. But if you look at here, the July 2021, at the time it's still high home price, but still is moving up curve. Okay, home price is increasing. Now, a little bit tip off. So reach to median price is 391,000. Another chart he published is a virtual sales dropping. That's kind of interesting. We never thought about this kind of statistics, but he pulled all the information and he measured what is the percentage of virtual sales. In other words, the buyer didn't see the house and virtually purchased. And look at here in 2021, like in July, it was about 10%. That's a lot of houses. And then reduced to 8% range. And then it picked up 2022 January time. So about 13% was virtual sales. And the down and up again, so maintained about 12% only kind of this year. But now it dropped to 9%. Well, I guess my observation is as market stabilized, the virtual sales dropping. I think that's what we can imagine. 이번 잡지에 그 리얼터 잡지죠. fall season 리얼터 잡지에 나온 그 로렌스 연 잘 아시지만은 그 NAR의 그 chief economist 한국 분으로서 아주 숫자에 능통하신 분인데 이번 이제 잡지에 항상 그 이코노미 오버뷰를 내시는데 타이틀이 이런 거예요. Housing recession is here. 그렇지만 하우징 리세션이 여기 지금 하우징 리세션 상태지만은 그러나 우리가 보통 생각하는 리세션은 아니다. 이런 타이틀이에요. 왜 그러냐 하면 foreclose하고 숏셀이 1%밖에 안 된대요. Very little distressed property. 그런가 하면 홈오너들이 물론 여기는 인베스터들도 포함이 되겠죠. 그래서 aggregate housing wealth는 어떻게 계산했냐 하면 total asset value에서 outstanding 모기지 balance 있는 건 뺐단 말이죠. 그러니까 나머지 그러니까 순수한 equity asset이라고 볼 수가 있겠죠. net asset 즉 housing wealth 그게 여태까지 그 all time high 여태까지 가장 높은 기록 여태까지 기록 중에 32 trillion 달러예요. 그것은 팬데믹 시작할 때에 비해서 8.5 트릴리언 달러가 늘은 거라는 거죠. 그러니까 상당히 홈오너들은 집을 벌었어요. 근데 리세션이라고 얘기하기는 참 그렇죠. 그래서 좀 다르다 이런 얘기고요. 그래서 typical homeowner, 싱글 한 사람의 경우 이제 집 하나로 봤을 때 average죠. average로 봤을 때 웨스가 32만으로 올랐다. 32만 불의 웨스를 가지고 있는데 그러면 렌터들은 어떠냐? 렌터들의 웨스는 average로 했을 때 8,000불이다. 그러니까 집을 가지고 있는 사람들하고 집을 가지고 있지 않은 사람들하고의 웨스의 차이죠. 그래서 그렇게 집을 사야 된다라고 얘기를 했던 거고, 집을 사야 된다라고 하는 것은 미국에 살면서 뭐 전 세계적으로 틀린 건 아니지만 여기 캐피털리즘 속에 살면서 이건 어쩔 수 없는 그런 시스템이죠. 그리고 특히 미국은 이 혜택이 굉장히 많다. 오늘은 그거를 얘기하는 시간은 아니기 때문에 자, 이제 로렌스 연 기사를 중심으로 얘기를 해보죠. 그리고 여전히 집들이 시장에 나와 있는 인벤토리가 부족하다. 조금 아까 우리 차트에서 봤지만은 조금 늘어나긴 했지만 뭐에 비해서 작년에 그 슈퍼 타이트 컨디션 때보다는 조금 낮았다. 그래서 결국 홈 프라이스는 계속 올라가는 모드였는데 아까 차트에서 봤지만은 이제 한 몇 개월 정도 지금 이제 하향 곡선을 타기 시작했다. 그런데 그럼 홈 하우싱 리세션은 누구를 두고 얘기하는 거냐? 로렌스 연이 이제 포인트 아웃 해낸 거예요. 결국은 부동산 회사들이나 그다음에 모기지 랜더들이나 그다음에 홈 컨스트럭션에 관계된 사람들한테는 리세션이라고 얘기를 할 수 있다. 이런 거죠. 오너들은 is fine. 이미 사는 사람들도 fine. 그러니까 결국은 좌우지간 시간과 때를 가릴 것이 없이 많은 사람들이 언제 집을 사야 되느냐라고 고민하는데 저는 항상 얘기가 당신이 집을 살 수 있는 그때가 베스트 타임입니다. 저는 늘 그렇게 얘기를 해요. 왜? 살 수 없어서 못 사는 거지. 살 수 있는 때라면 환경적으로 즉 뭐예요? 다운 페이먼트. 그렇죠? 아니 렌터들 얘기해 지금 렌터들은 무조건 어떠한 수단과 방법을 써서라도 렌트를 탈피해야 된다. 물론 제가 좀 표현 이상했지만 아무튼 그렇게 강조를 하는 거죠. 자, 그래서 바이어들이 이제 커밍 백 한다. 제 생각에는 이제 바이어 마켓으로 바뀌는 지금 트랜지언 피리드가 아니겠는가 그런 생각을 하게 되는데 아무튼 로렌스 연의 입장에서는 이미 인플레이션은 피크를 지났다라고 지금 보고 있고요. 그리고 그래서 홈 세일하고 컨스트럭션 디클라인이 이제 금방 해소가 될 것 같다. 그러면서 job creation이 굉장히 좋기 때문에 물론 지금 인플레이션에 걱정을 해서 이자율을 올리는 이유 중에 하나는 너무 지금 레이버 마켓이 뜨겁기 때문에 활성화되어 있기 때문에 그걸 좀 줄이려는 거죠. 물론 그러나 persistent하게 이 job creation이 좋았기 때문에 그로 인해서 또 다른 셋의 바이어들이 생성될 수 있다. 이렇게 로렌스는 봤고요. 그래서 그런 사람들 플러스 작년에 집을 못 산 사람들 너무 비싸가지고 비딩워에서 그냥 다 깨져서 정말 상처만 가지고 있는 그런 바이어들이 다시 마켓에 들어올 수 있는 세컨드 찬스가 있다. 시작이 된다. 그런 이제 얘기를 로렌스 연도 했고요. 그래서 우리가 우리 슬렌더 안에서는 그 바이다운 프로그램을 소개를 했죠. 네, 바이다운 프로그램을 사서 소프트해진 이 셀러 마켓, 즉 바이어 마켓으로 변환되는 이런 타임에 이자율만 조절을 할 수 있다면, 즉 첫해 2%, 두 번째 1%를 내려줄 수만 있다면 그것이 바로 정답이 아니겠는가 그런 지금 의견을 갖고 있는 거죠. 또 그렇게 지금 돼 나가야 될 거고 어떻게든 집은 렌터들은 집을 사셔야만 된다. 그래서 이건 차트는 아까 좀 보여드린 거죠. 네, 그 차트 보시면은 그냥 이건 뻔한 거고요. 이건 number of transaction 지금 현재 한 400만 대 정도가 existing 하우스가 팔리고 있고 인벤토리는 그거에 비해서 조금씩은 올라갔다 이거죠. 굉장히 어려운 데가 인벤토리가 적어서 근데 계속 올라가서 지금 한 1.31 밀리언 된다. 그래서 DOM도 조금씩 늘어나고 있다. 지금 DOM 에버리지는 아마 3month가 좀 넘을 거예요. 그 다음에 이 라인은 이제 the sales price, median sales price 전국적으로 요 끝에 보시면 알면 여기서부터는 이제 전국적이죠. 그러니까 지역적인 차이는 많이 있지만 전국적인 average가 이제 내려가기 시작했다. 한 몇 개월 정도 됐죠. Okay, so that's it for today's mini seminar. One last thing is, it's kind of 우리 메인 주제하고 관계되지 않는데 로렌스 현이 그 자료 하나 올린 게 있는데 virtual sale이 드랍했다. virtual sale 비율이 이게 10%까지 갔고 13%까지 갔으니까 굉장히 많았던 거죠. 그런데 virtual sale이 지금 한 9% 선으로 줄어들었다. 지역에 따라 다르지만은 아마 이 버겐 카운티 같은 지역은 아마 버추얼 세일은 뭐 거의 없다고 보여지는데 하여튼 그런 통계가 지금 나와 있다. 그렇게 지금 보여드렸고요. Okay, that's it for today's mini seminar. We kind of reviewed Lawrence's economic view out of Realtor Magazine 4 issue. Thank you for joining. See you all next week.